So, men, how many bodies is too many bodies for you to wife a girl?
Age has to be. Wow. You have to give me an age. So like,
how old are you?
I'm 28.
Okay, let's do girl your age, 28.
28. It has to be below 10.
Below 10.
28.
Below
And you want
10.
her body count below 10.
Ideally.
You hear it?
My heart was like...
It has to be below 10 still.
Okay, this is not so much to do with my age or 20. This is like more me as a person. The way I am, and it should know. If she's more than 5, then it's too much.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay.
And if it were the same age as you?
Yeah. But then again, like I said, it's to do with my preferences and my choices.
Okay.
We'll dive into it anyway.
No, not insecurity.
We'll get into it.
That's what I hear. That's what I
Dive into
hear.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys need context.
We'll get into that.
Okay, Ish, go ahead.
So why?
Ish, how
Wait,
old are you?
how old are you?
How old am I? I'm 26.
Okay, so well, we're gonna let's say you went 28-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Bro, say it with chest. Don't be shy, bro.
Nah, I'd say 10. 10 is
10, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, what about girls? Ladies. Do you guys care about that?
I don't really care, to be honest.
Yeah.
You don't care.
I don't really care now.
I mean, I don't care to an extent. If it's like a guy who's in more than 100.
Oh yeah, if it's crazy amounts.
Yeah.
But then that's
So you
the
do
problem.
care?
No, they don't
Okay,
care.
wait, no, but
Trust
that's
me, they don't
wild.
care.
That's just.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
just sleeping with girls for the sake of sleeping with girls, which there are a lot of guys who do that.
Loads.
Yeah, but like, as long as it's 2 figures.
Okay.
What's my number?
Yeah.
I don't have a number.
You don't care?
No, I don't care, because if I meet someone and we connect and my personal person, I'm not going to judge you in your past. I cannot. I can't be that person judging your past, because now we're together and we're moving forward. Your past is your past. But there's certain names or certain people, if you have been with, I might be like, oh, can't do that.
Okay. What about you? Do you care for a guy?
I'm 19, so like age range dating wise, I usually go like my age to like, I guess 22, 3. So I would usually say, I don't like numbers, doesn't really matter, but like if it's getting to the point where it's like nearly like 20 or something, that's when I'm more like, oh my God, you've been alive for 19 years and you've done more than you. Then I'm like,
that's fair.
let me like hold the brakes.
So I have some stats for you guys. So if a girl is a virgin, okay, she has an 80% chance of being in a happy marriage after 10 years.
So weird.
After 10 years?
Yeah, after 10 years, she has an 80% chance.
So what, between 1 and 10, she's not happy, or what?
No, she is happy. I'm saying
right.
if a girl waits till she's married to have sex, she has an 80% chance of being happy in a marriage after 10 years.
Of course, definitely.
And if a girl sleeps with more than 5 people, what do you think it drops down to?
40?
Okay,
20?
Wait,
I said 40.
40.
20?
Like 50?
So 50. So it's 25%.
Whoa.
If you sleep with more than 5 people, your chance goes down to a 25% chance
Of being happy.
Do you know the reasons why?
The reason
I have a theory.
I have a theory
No.
as well.
So the reasons why is because basically, like, a girl wants to marry her first choice. And I think as women, we can all say we can think of a girl who is dating the new guy, but she really wants the ex. It doesn't matter who she's dating. And we can all think of somebody, right? It doesn't matter who she's dating, how nice he's treating her. She wants the ex. Okay. The more exes there are, the more men the new guy can't live up to. So basically, men are frustrated because girls get ran through in their 20s, and then in their 30s, they're like, oh, who's going to put a ring on this now?
So you're saying...
And they're walking away because half of women over 30 are single and childless.
But then, I'm definitely one of those people. But are you saying, because you're it's to do with sex, right? And not, so if I'm just dating multiple men, it's no issue. But the minute I start sleeping with multiple men, it becomes an issue. Because my thing is, I could date multiple men. Some could take me out, some don't take me out. And then I can compare my new boyfriend to the ex that look after me in that way.
Well, the thing is, women bond through sex. So we release a hormone that men don't through sex. So it bonds us to them. And men don't release that hormone. They bond to women through quality time, I want to say, and loyalty. That's what men bond through.
But I think the reason that percentage would be so high if it's like, say, the first guy that you've met is you've only been exposed to sex with one guy. So,
but I think that's
you
with literally all like sexes. I feel like everyone, like with their first, whoever you've lost your virginity to,
No.
You're
It's
telling
not-
me you don't remember
this is something biological, yeah. With everything we do, no matter whether it's sex, whether it's buying stuff, the paradox of choice.
Yeah.
The more choice a human being has, the less likely you are to be able to make a proper decision. So if you have 3 things and you pick one, you're more happy to be happy. You're more likely to be happy with that choice. If you have 24 things, no matter how good those things are, you're always going to think, oh, but I could have gone for that, or I could have gone for that, or I could have gone for that. And that goes for everything, including sex.
And girls are so a guy will go down in looks for sex, but he's never going to be seen in public with those girls. So a lot of girls that are 5s and 6s are sleeping with a guy that's an 8, 9, or 10. She thinks she's on his level. She's not. He's just sleeping. Like, he's not going to be seen in public with you. And so a lot of times a girl can't replace the guy that she was sleeping with for a while because she wasn't on his level. And then she asks the next guy to pay for her mistakes in the past. And she's traumatized from it, because the more people that, you know, a girl goes through, the more traumatized she is, because the more
social value she loses.
And it's not even like social. That's true. That's true. But what I was talking about is like the more likely she's going to have had a bad breakup or a toxic relationship or get cheated on, and then you have to deal with it.
100%. That's why I think they say that men are judged by the quantity of women they can get, whilst women are judged by the caliber of man they can keep.
Yeah, so they say.
Go on, speak on it then.
No, it's so they say.
I have a question for you though. So do you think when a man has sex and when a woman has sex that they both objectively are the same thing?
Do you know what? I honestly cannot speak on that, because you guys have said something that you guys have said basically that, you know, women connect with men they sleep with, and I don't necessarily do that with every man I sleep with.
Honestly.
So I can't necessarily comment on that, because that's not necessarily my norm. My norm is very freeing. But I forgot my point now. But what I want to say is that I don't think it's about the sex, but it's the multiple people. I feel like sometimes we really put emphasis on it being the sex, because I've got friends that are virgins and they're 30 plus, and they still been through toxic stuff and other stuff with men, and they are virgins. So for my thing is, if we're going. Oh yeah, I've got friends. And that's the issue.
Some girls just say that.
No. When you're my friends, you haven't got like. Trust me, I'm the most freeing person ever.
Yeah.
But what I've realized is, for them, their trauma is that they're not giving up. So then because they're not having sex with men, they're now going through other issues.
Well, okay, there is issues that come with being an older virgin, because like the value of a virgin, a virgin, it goes with youth, right?
Yeah.
So an old virgin isn't as valuable as a young virgin, and a lot of virgins price themselves out of the market because they think they're worth more than they are. So you could be a virgin, but how do you look?